I'm late again. I am late again. Too busy trying to get my drink together. I'm going to run through some hellos while we wait for some folks to get on. I got Doc in the back room. He's had to take a call. So we've got six in the house. Hello. Hello. Cat house. People, please hit the thumb or whip will feed you to the big fishes in the background. That's right, buddy. Hey, Unc, what's going on? Fish Room Fever, hello. It was good to see you live today, sir. And we've got, and don't worry about, oh, and I got somebody else. I'm going to wait for a thumbs up real quick. There we go. We got Mr. Nuga in the house. Hello, sir.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, we got Sweet Polly here too. We got Sweet Polly and Xanadu and Pegasus Arena.
Hey,
Max
Rena.
Cat. Hey, Max Cat.
Hey,
Nick
I got a cat.
G. Wet Floors. Hey, Skippy. Bionic Bigfoot there. He's late again. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Stupid YouTube, that was supposed to say I went to the breeder's house. But what he really said was went to breeder's house. And 3 fish stores today.
Oh, I understand what he's saying.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Depth charge, hello, sir. Don and Sharon. Scotty the fish freak going to have a drink and try to go to sleep. Have to wake up early at like Whip and Jody time in the morning, huh? Well, that's no fun. Running Water and Crave Hunter. 310 Aquatics is here. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
My Uncle Bruce is here. He just can't type. I see you waving. Are you ready, sir? I'm going to bring you up. There's the Doc right there for us.
Yeah, Doc.
No, I'm not Doc.
You're not Doc?
You don't have our names up, do you?
I do. I just have to. Hey, there's Zenny.
I never noticed that before.
Yeah, they should be up there. Oh okay. No, it's Puto de YouTube.
Puto de YouTube. That means YouTube whore. Oh. I can laugh at it now.
Yeah, right now. Suen, hello.
Hello,
and we've got
and Sharon Freilich. They said hi to me.
Peplin.
So hi, Don and Sharon.
Hello. We got Peplin coming in at 8 months. I've been monetized for 8 months already. Holy cow!
Wow!
Only one more month until she's due, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe this show's going to burst into
Denny
something.
Rudell. Hello, Denny.
That's Dennis Rudell.
I know, but a lot of the Dennises like to be Denny. I don't know why. Okay. And Kitty, son of a gun, you stop doing that,
Maybe
girl.
It's because they're afraid. Everybody's afraid to get to the dentist.
Maybe.
Shozy, there's Cody right there. Hello, Cody. I'm going to zip through here. I don't see anybody else that I haven't said hello to. So if you had something clever or interesting or a question of any kind, say it again.
Not me.
And thank you again, Kitty. And thank you, Pep, for being a member for 8 whole months. That goes a long ways for keeping my fish room happy. There's New Local Austin and the moneyless Maven Sherry.
We're not talking about fish rooms anymore.
Shirley. You what?
We're not talking about fish rooms.
Oh,
no more.
No more.
No more.
Yes, we'll give you a break on that. Hey, Cecil. Tracy Ballard. Hello, hello. All right. I think, can you believe I called Shirley Sherry? It's because I got Sherry in the brain from the stream before. I don't know why that happens, but sometimes that just happens. Dennis Zen. There's another Denny.
Shirley. I had an Aunt Vicky also.
So how's the back? I know you have. We don't want to talk about the other, but what?
Back is doing better today. I actually did some work. The first time in 10 days that I actually have done something.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yep.
Hey, James.
So it took only one muscle relaxer today, so I'm doing okay.
It's a different fish room, James.
Oh, I see what he said. See, that went right over my head. We're not talking about the fish room. Dun-dun-dun.
Since Matt's not here, we're not talking about the fish room.
Yeah. We're going to talk about my theoretical new fish room. Robert Steiger, hello. When I go to Tennessee.
You.
Oh, and you. Hello, you.
I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. He's coming back to the States before I go to Singapore.
Oh, you're going to pass each other on the
air? No. Maybe, but I'll be in Cambodia when he gets back.
Bummer.
Yep.
I paint some you tonight.
Some YEU, you as in the tree?
No, just as the Gunyan. Is that how you say it? Gunyan? Gungeon.
Like 37 tanks, 30 tanks.
Well,
hi.
Whip, you locked up on us, Whip.
Sleep. I know I did.
All we heard is
circles of death. So what I want to do is I want to create this fish room in Tennessee in a shed. And it doesn't have to be quite this wide because it only has to be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet wide, probably 9 feet wide to accommodate the framework and everything.
Okay, I will give you pros and cons of that.
Okay.
If it's going to be a shed away from the house, there are days you will not want to go out there because it's going to be miserably cold or really rainy. So, I would suggest
rainy probably. Yeah.
I would suggest either making a walkway to it or something so you don't get all rainified.
Yes.
And
that probably will be the case.
I think those how they make houses down in Mexico where they have the house and then they have like a roof that connects to the garage area?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I love.
Yeah, it's like it's separated, but it's got like a roof over.
Yeah, but the air and wind goes through it, but it's covered.
It's almost like a breezeway or something. I'm not sure.
Breezeway. I just love that style, that Mexican cool style. I don't know what it's called, but you could do one of those and that'd be really neat because you could put a little swing under there, like one of those bench swings. What are those called?
A bench swing.
Dr. Anthony.
Bench swing.
Okay, yeah, and then you and Crystal could sit on that and rock in the evening when it's real nice and overlook the side of the cliff, and then she could go into the house to go to bed and you could go into your fish room to take care of your fish.
That's right. That might happen. You never know. But the dimensions are what I'm toying with here. I don't know how big I want to go with it. Like, do I make it just big enough for the tanks that I want, or do because I also need like a separate room. It doesn't have to be a big room, but it has to be have a sink in it and the shelving for whatever miscellaneous crap that I need, food or whatever.
Well, what I would do is find the minimum size that your fish room can be, but then find the maximum size that your money can afford.
Yeah, yes.
If you can afford more, get it. But otherwise, don't get it. But sometimes steel buildings are just a little bit, cost a little bit more, and you end up with an extra 20 yards of building, or
I would suggest
So-
a tough shed.
Oh, what's a tough shed?
A tough shed.
Oh, you don't have them there? Tough sheds
And there's
are
Mr.
these
Hi, Jeremy.
Hello, hello.
buildings that they build on site. It has its own floor. You don't need you don't need cement.
Slab.
Slap.
You don't need a slab. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I know a lot of places here, they do the steel buildings is what they call them, and it's like a steel barn type shed, but that's what my sister and brother-in-law have been living in for the last 2 years while they build their house next door. And he plans on, once he moves in, he was going to cut a big hole in the floor so he could work under his car and do oil changes and stuff. But now it looks like they're going to leave it a house kind of, because they enjoy having those extra rooms so much. So I don't know if
Nice.
he's going to have to build another garage or what he's going to do, because I don't think they're going to get rid of that little house now or whatever it is.
We got Nick G saying, Ed, that cat is cute. And
Well,
then
thank you.
Rena says,
Is it drinking your drink,
Please.
Ed, or his?
No, that's his.
please
This is
tell
mine.
Ed
Okay.
to give that kitty a hug for me.
Hey, Jorge.
New Local Austin says, you would think the Breezeway would have a name, but I'm struggling as well. Yep. So were we.
His way, maybe.
Zenny says, I call those a porch swing, but maybe that's just because they are on most porches in the South. Yeah, for us, it might be in the back, because the back will have the view. I don't know how
Run it
you.
down. Or he doesn't.
Because it'll be kind of like this for the garage. Like, this is the house, this is the view, and the garage will be here. And then I think the fish room's going to be out this way with the driveway between. But I don't know. I'm still toying with that. I've got a couple acres to play with, so. And then I got to figure out the fish room. But we lost Jeremy. Where'd you go, Jeremy?
He's coming. He's going.
Well-
He's coming and going.
I'll be right back.
Can I ask
Okay,
you a personal
all right.
question?
The cat wins over the Oscar. Sue-Ann?
Whose personal question?
Whip about his fish room house.
Nico is the cat's name. Go ahead, shoot.
Now when I went out to visit you
Yes.
a year or so ago, maybe it's been 2, I don't know, it's been a while, but
Yeah,
he took
it's
me
been a
out to
while.
his land, and he said he was going to do a
Fish eye?
turtle enclosure also, or a tortoise enclosure. Are you still planning on doing that, or are you going to have like a dog door for the turtles to go through?
I really want to get 2 Aldabras and give them like an acre to just roam around on. But then I get to thinking, reptiles, they're so freaking hard because you need a vet that specializes in more than just dogs. And
Oh,
if I go on vacation, I got to find somebody to watch them. And I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to get anything other than fish once we get out there.
Mike. Go chat with Mike the other night. It's good times.
Yeah.
you need.
We're doing local Austin for
Hey, Kenny's here.
Kenny E.
Kenny? I was sneezing.
Whip, can you add additional room? Like in the house, or what do you mean?
Yeah, in
You-
addition, that's
At
That's
this
what
point, I can do anything I want to do because it's not built yet. So
yeah, that's what we did here. I mean, I got a tough shed. I got a building 10 by 20, But then I realized I need that for all my crap.
Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I know. Well, I've got, when I bought this house, it came with 3 sheds. And I had like one side where I kept like just miscellaneous fish stuff. And then my sister moved and she bought this new place, and I haven't been able to get into my sheds. And like this fish light right here, I was just talking about it yesterday. The power cord's on that shelf that I can't get to, and it's been over almost 2 years
Yeah,
that I
I
haven't
was
been
gonna say,
able
it's
to use
been a
this
minute.
fish light. So frustrating.
Paulie says, I've never ran into anybody that has said their shed is too big. Yep, that's for sure. Do you have an existing bathroom that you can use?
For your fish room.
There, like I said, there's. I don't. I got 2 of them. I mean, I can use either. I can use either one of them I want. Hey, that's a great
I have a
shirt, by
bathroom.
the way. But in the new place, I won't. It's not even built yet. You know, we haven't even come up with an actual plan. Mrs. Whip plays around with the designs some, but you know, we're not architects, so it's definitely going to have to be done professionally before it's built.
I mean,
But we have room to play around a little bit.
didn't we agree with your new place that once the fish room is fully built out, whatever's left over, you'll put a nice house there for?
Yeah, right.
Well, the nice thing about just living in a fish room would be is you wouldn't have to like have extra heating. It'd be
Have
just
you
like
seen-
thermal heating because of all the water in there.
I don't know if it's AI or not, because when I was seeing the pictures, it was kind of pre-AI, although it's always existed. It's just not as prevalent. It wasn't. But have you seen the bedroom that is like encased in a tank in an aquarium, where it's like the whole back wall and over the top and all that stuff? And it's saltwater, of course, because everybody loves their saltwater, especially for weird stuff like that. But I would imagine that room gets warm.
It'd be very practical to keep that acrylic or glass clean with all the biofilm and everything with that shape.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine?
So
That's the problem with the even on a smaller scale, the coffee table ones, right? I mean, you can't. It's hard to get in there to get them clean.
Yeah.
You know, like those hotels that are in the ocean that you can rent, they probably have to have scuba divers clean the glass all the time.
Yeah, any
I never even thought about that.
Stuff's gonna
Yep, for sure.
live on it.
Dee Dee says you could use that covered area as the carport, and then I assume she's saying you could use the garage as the fish room. But
From somebody who owned a boat down in Tampa in the Gulf, take it out of water after a year and see how much stuff's living on the bottom of it. You know? It's like,
I think I'll just build my own little shed there, because my Harleys would get wet, and if the wife needs to go somewhere and it's raining, I don't need her trying to, because it rains there a lot, as Ed will tell you. Although not recently.
Oh yeah, I know. We're actually in a drought this year. I mean, today it's looked like it's going to rain all day long. It's been overcast all day, but it still hasn't hit. And they're already talking about, they're worried about forest fires and stuff happening because it hasn't rained for like 2 weeks. It's very unusual for this area.
2 weeks.
Hey, Lumpy's here. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Lumpy, I'm looking at your fish.
Pole barns in Michigan. Yeah, I actually thought about a pole barn, but
that's kind of what they call steel buildings here, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
they're kind of the same
completely insulated, and you put in a concrete floor and everything.
Yeah, people are using them as a house, like half house, half whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the only difference between a barndominium and a pole barn. Well, actually, some barndominiums are made with wood anyway, so yeah, a lot of them are. Actually.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Most of them, I think.
I mean,
spray foam.
But
There's Denny. Hello, hello. We got 3 Denny's in here.
You're
Wow.
probably good. We got your cold front coming through tonight. Thank
Yes.
God. The pollen's been killing me, man. I don't know what. There's some. I usually don't have a problem with it, but every once in a while, some years, there's a certain tree that'll just crush me. It's this year.
Yeah.
Could be cottonwood, could be sycamore.
But we got this cold air.
Sycamores.
Like it was like 90s yesterday, and I can out right now. It's outside now that temperature's down in the 50s, and you can feel it blowing through, and it's like I can just feel my body starting to get relieved of whatever it was.
Dee Dee says, won't the shed be heated? It will have to be heated. Yes, it definitely will have to be heated. 100%. Because even though I'm going south, I am not that far south. I know that my buddy's already moved down there, and he had snow and frost multiple times this year. So
What was it last year? Fish room.
tropical fish will not enjoy that even a little.
Had a shed freeze, tanks
Yeah.
What's
cracked.
that?
Fish room fever tried to get away with not
Yeah.
insulating that shed, and he had cracked tanks and frozen tanks and all that. So.
Yep. Well, and plus he had a
Yeah.
fire and the whole thing. So yeah, that he had all kinds of trouble going on. Paulie says, my shed is a 12 by 20. It was built off-site and delivered by one person with a device called Shed Mule. That's actually what I kind of want to do, because the Amish are very close to where we're going to be, and they make very nice structures. So I'm told. I've never actually had them build me anything, but
Yeah, but you got to watch out about those Amish. They drink raw milk.
all right. Did you catch Yu's question? Oh, it's not really a question. It's just him talking to you.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
But they only drink it
didn't-
after they finish working on the shed for the day, so it doesn't impact their work.
The kitty's name is
Kenny's here.
Nico. Hey, Cody.
That's
I
the
see
Kelly's
Cody.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, I said hi to him a long time ago. Ed, where you been?
Yeah. And then I
Right
said,
now.
it too. He doesn't listen.
I don't know. I don't. Maybe it was when I was sneezing.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
it
had
could
my-
be.
Oh,
Too much
Can you hear
information.
me? So I had my thing up in the air and I was sneezing.
I'm
for a
already
while.
so far behind.
Like you probably said that during the time I was staring off in the distance and not paying attention.
Whip just needs to have Jeremy build him a couple big tanks. That's right. So we're gonna just burn through these real quick. If you guys see a question,
I can go into the pole barn
me.
with,
Yeah.
Well.
with some tools, tool rentals.
Kenny asked how if the weather hit you bad.
It did not. I mean, we got high winds, but all around us, but we didn't even lose power, so it was actually a good thing. I mean, for me,
Kenny has.
for this home, it was good.
Kenny was
I
brought
actually
up
spent-
in Chicago.
I actually spent the evening driving my grandson around. He came home from the army, and he landed at 421. We got him, took him to the storage unit, and then took him to his place of residence where he's going to be living indefinitely, I guess. And I had to drive around in that crap, blowing my truck all over the place. I do plan on having a pond if I can afford it. After watching what my buddy spent and how much over budget he went on his house, I'm a little nervous about earmarking the money for the pond, but we'll see.
Well, you've got enough friends. You could just invite us over and have barbecue hot dogs, and we could just dig one.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem, see, what happened was I'm building on a mountain, so you can only go down about, I don't know, anywhere between 3 inches and 20 inches maybe, and then you're hitting bedrock. So I may need to bring some of the gun happy people over with a little tanninite and see if we can make it a little deeper.
or bring clay in and make a berm and build
Oh
one
yeah, you
up.
could do that too. Build it up. Yeah. Kenny, I'm gonna keep going here just to make sure I get to a little bit closer to the bottom.
There's Matt.
There is Matt. Got to keep a spare shed for the bodies. You know that's right. Unless I get
That's
pigs.
right.
He's
I
got
get
a
pigs.
clip.
I don't need them. Ed's
He's
cat
got a
looks
clip.
friendly.
He
My
can
cat
chuck 'em.
always hid. Ed's cat is very friendly. I got to meet
Yeah,
Nico personally.
Nico's right at my knees right now. I've got a 5-gallon bucket filled with towels, and he's been enjoying just curling up in it. And
Hey,
then baby
Dreams,
cat,
what's going on?
baby cat's right there. And Nico's, whoops, sorry, buddy, I just poked him in the head.
We don't do
I
that.
went to poke him, and I poked him.
Yeah, that is something I've been toying with. I just don't know, because at first we were going to try to go into the basement, like build a basement. But I don't think we can go deep, so that's kind of out. So then maybe a room off the back, but I don't want to screw up whatever plans Mrs. Whip has for the layout of the house. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're not even close to that point yet. So, and there's Kenny E. Been a member for 7 months. I appreciate that, buddy. Did you get any damage from the storms? Oh, we just answered that. I did not. Surprise, surprise. Usually we get trees down and all kinds of stuff, but not last night.
Oh, but actually, what about the area you work in? Well, not specifically you are, but it was next.
No, it definitely, we got hammered. I was shocked that I didn't.
So you're pulling overtime next week, huh? Which means you'll be able to make more money to pay your internet bill.
Or
So you
this
don't
morning. I don't remember, but you asked if I was. Yeah, right. You asked me the other day if I was going to go live, and I'm like, that's the plan. But we got slammed so hard, I thought for sure I'd be working today, but no call.
Nice.
6 has 7 tanks in her bedroom.
Wow.
Man, how do you sleep with 7 tanks in your bedroom? Yuck.
Well, she might like it because it makes that noise.
white noise.
Some people love that noise.
Oh, that would make me never sleep ever again.
Maybe she lives in like a heavy metal band house and there's all this noise.
Like Rico?
Yeah.
I had done a video saying I was done with the fish room, and today I was given 6 tanks. Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I thought I saw him on Bentley's stream say he's gotten more tanks. You know?
Yeah. I hate it when that happens. Zinni says, I've been using a drawing app that I use to draw fish for the peas and designing a porch and deck for my hubby to build. It's kind of fun. You'll have to, now that we have communication via devices, you should send me that link, I think. Funny how that works. Yep. Whip. Yes, I've seen full wall size aquarium. Oh my God, I am so far behind. You guys, JP, hello. I'm gonna scoot up. Because I keep getting crap from everybody in the world saying that I'm a whip behind, which is equals 2 Ricos. So
Really?
2 Ricos equals a whip.
Find someone to take. I got 14 gallon key.
That's the new ones? 120, 110, 175. It's only one tank you can put stuff in.
I'm looking for a 240 long that leaks that somebody wants to get rid of for cheap.
I was on
I just want the
I
glass.
was on Ohio Fish Rescue the other day, and I'm like, hey, Rich, how come you never gave me a 240? Why you gotta be so selfish? And he's like, F you.
Dude, that cracked me up last night when you asked me a question about your bike, and he spent the next 15 minutes talking about his bike. I'm like, wait a second. How does that work?
But then karma got him, and he spit his teeth out.
Oh, he finally came back around, but I was just like, "What?
Oh, did it?
Right? I thought. I don't know. Maybe it just went on. Who knows? But it was just like
it just kept. He had it like on some kind of weird loop where it was him and we were laughing. what is this? What's happening? Switch from tropical fish to native. Cool. Yeah, I might. You never know, because there are some.
Doc, can you translate for us? What's he saying?
I keep losing internet. I don't know what's happening.
To look up and see what was going on.
To tropical.
Crystal's upstairs, like screwing with the cord, pulling it in and out.
Yeah.
Well,
Or she's turning all the devices on upstairs.
Only when he's in the doghouse does this happen,
No, I don't know. I don't understand it because it's got to be the floor, even though it's only this thick. Whatever a floor is, because I don't lose internet connection upstairs. Amish are gangsters, raw milk drinking mother.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't tell me AI couldn't make a good song about raw milk drinking gangster Amish building you a tough shed or something.
If you do a prefab wood shed, be sure to buy plenty of block for support and make sure. I apologize. Make sure to get that floor supported. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Whip, are you taking all your tanks or starting from scratch? I would love to start from scratch just so I don't have to haul these things because, it's one thing to move. Like, Doc, did you move all your tanks, I assume, right? I know we're not talking about your fish room, but...
Yeah, I did, and I only used half of them. And my wife told me, sell them all before we move. Then we buy brand new ones, and I didn't listen to her.
That's what I want to do, but because I only need to buy what 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 tanks, really. And but they're all big.
I gave all my tanks away when I moved, except for 3.
Yeah, I know you kept the 200, and what else did you keep?
The 125 and the 50 tall. Oh, I also kept one of those antique metal ones.
Oh.
But I gave 2 of those away, and I wish I would have kept all 3 of them.
What you got to do, Whip, is we'll cut all your tanks up, keep the front and back glass, and we'll build 14.
Hey, Sue.
Yep.
You drifted on me. What you need to do is...
What you need to do is just empty your tanks, cut them up. We'll keep the front and back panels. Take it down to Tennessee, build 14 new tanks, and use those glass panels for the fronts.
Oh, I like the way you think.
Easy peasy.
You might have to come out here and help me cut them up, though.
It's easy, man.
We have Jeremy.
Metal paint scraper and a guitar cord. You'll get it, and they come apart really fast.
Really fast.
What about a piano wire?
Another glove so you don't kill your hands with the guitar cord.
Where's Sue going? Commuting home? So she's lurking. Yes. I did that a lot yesterday because that trip to the kids' new place took up like 3 hours of my night.
So what? This will be your last. Why don't we do something cool and have one of those ponds that goes outside and inside, and the fish swim underneath the glass to get inside?
Oh yeah.
That would be.
If only I had money to just throw away.
It's just concrete and pond armor.
That's
Jeremy
true.
can help you do it for free because he knows how to make everything.
No, I mean it's literally not expensive to make that at all.
Skippy says he lost power, basement flooded, and then yesterday went to the aquarium club meeting and A tornado touched down a few miles from the meeting. I'm done with weather. Explosives. That's right, Maddie. You know that's right.
Damn, you are behind.
I know. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not as behind as I was. Are you going to be on the septic? No, actually, I'm going to be on city water, even though it's as far out as you can go, literally as far out as you can go and still be considered within the city. Like the next property to my west is, or to my south is county.
Well, you know, it is, I almost said the R word. It is really goofy how they do things here in Tennessee. Because there were, when I got this house, you know, it was two different houses put on top of each other, basically. And my mom and dad, we thought we were both on sewer, but my dad is on a septic and I'm on sewer.
Yes, that is
Isn't
the
that
weirdest situation I've ever heard
And
about.
he was paying
in the same house.
Yeah, and he was paying for sewer even.
Well, he was paying for your sewer then.
We have separate.
Oh, well, that's
Just stupid.
That's wrong.
Yeah, but they said that they're going to come out and, well, they haven't done it yet because they keep looking in the septic tank and saying, well, it's not full enough for us to come clean it, but as soon as it's full enough, we'll clean it out for you for free.
Kenny E., I may take you up on that, my brother, and I promise to keep you safe.
It's like dirt cheap, so he's just going to keep it because it'd be cheaper to pay them, you know, $15 every 6 months and clean it than hire a septic sucker.
Yep. Well, the septic, to clean the septic is about $150 every other month or so. So
oh my
you're probably,
God, I didn't realize it was that much.
Mrs. Whip can confirm or deny that.
You got a seriously undersized septic tank if you're having to clean that every other month.
I know. Do you really have it cleaned every other month?
No, that's what they recommend. I do it like once a year. So
wow.
I have never played with the rules well. I prefer a waterfall can be used for filtering system. What?
My septic tank in Missouri, I never had it cleaned once, but I had to get one. It was a 3-bathroom septic tank and it was just one guy living there. So it just never filled up.
Yeah,
it's not so much the fill up, it's the waste that doesn't break down that you need to get out of there.
You're not supposed
Dr.
to.
Dr. A, you almost look like a cartoon character with your face covered. What does that mean?
Well, 20 minutes ago, I was sitting like this.
Oh.
You're that far behind.
Now I am. Holy cow, it just jumped on me again.
Talk faster, Go.
I got to go. There's Miss June, been a member for 5 months. Hello. And we're going to skip down.
Actually, there's a trick.
My name.
What you do is you go, oh, it just skipped on me, and then just go down a little bit and be like,
yeah, right.
That's what streamers do. You know?
At whatever you're going to do, keep us posted. Will do, sir.
Blame it on YouTube.
I love all my bettas. I love bettas too, but they don't love life so much, so I gave up on it. I don't know if you know what pygmy cories are. What?
Of course, we know what pygmy.
You know what they are?
It's like all cories are pygmies. What are you talking about?
But do you think a pygmy cory are good for a 10-gallon with endlers?
Of course,
I would think so. Yeah, they're pretty tiny.
I have them in a
and
15 round.
One Eric.
We're in a 15-gallon round tank with endlers.
There's Foxy's fishing. Yeah.
So I'm almost just like him. Sorry, I got a little excited.
Yeah, you did.
It all came together at once.
Tennessee doesn't like fish collecting. Have to go to Kentucky. Yep. I have been told that by our own Ed from Chattanooga. He has let me know. There's wet floors again. He said whip.
It's because we have so many darters in this state, and most of the darters in other states are gone now. So they're trying to keep the remaining ones alive.
Yeah, June. That's the case. That's the problem. And I may even start just leaving them stay empty as things die off, so that I don't have to move fish, because man, that does not sound fun.
Now, why would you have to do that? OFR is on your way to Tennessee. You just drop them off on the way down.
It really isn't, though.
Oh, no?
Why don't you drive over the Oklahoma or the Idaho River, or what's that river that goes across?
Idaho River.
Did he just
Uh-oh.
leave when I said that?
Doc doesn't tolerate messing up Idaho rivers.
We lost him. Hey, Toonie.
Oh, maybe we
Whip
did
up.
actually lose him.
I am so not shipping all my belongings plus aquariums to Singapore to California. We're starting fresh. Yeah, that's what I would like to do, but we'll see.
What about your cats and dogs? Didn't he
I
have
don't have any
rabbits
cats or
also?
dogs.
No, you.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, he's got to bring them. If he leaves them in Singapore, they'll just eat them. Just sell your Harley and make that outdoor pond. Shy says, whip, if you sell, let me know. Also, some of the fish. I'm inside city limits and have city water, but have a septic.
You're almost caught up with.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm almost
We're
caught up.
in
I'm
the
almost
middle of our
there.
town.
Whip's motto: the hurrier I go, the behinder I get. The whips are full of. Hey, Toonie, that was very scary last night. Yeah, Foxy
Doc
had
gave
to
us
put up with
internet
some stuff.
connection. He'll get back on as soon as he gets back.
In my opinion, creating a waterfall can be cheap and actually fun to do. Yeah, if you're good at it, like I was going to pay Aquascape to do my pond. That's like a $20,000 to $30,000 investment. So I don't know. Kelly Kev, hello, sir. But but they know how to put all the rocks together so that there's no gaps and the fish aren't like swimming behind the rocks, and the water isn't swimming behind the liner, which is a major problem. 7 minutes behind it. We're working on it. We're working on it. 8:44. Now I'm right there.
Yeah, I mean, you're like just 4 or 5 comments behind. 2 comments, 1 comment.
When I got here, took him EO minutes. I don't know. That might be a typo. What's E next to? 30 or 40 minutes. 30. There, she even corrected herself. 30 minutes to get to my home. That's one whip. I learned that today. Ed, are you looking at your phone at all?
No, I'm painting.
Whip, Doc said he lost internet. He'll be back in a minute. I replied to him.
Oh, okay, good. He also asked
I
what
just
time.
got a text message.
That was earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, that I clearly didn't see. All okay on our property, but 75 houses were hit, 1 casualty. Well, I mean, that sucks for the one person, but 75 houses and just 1, that is actually pretty impressive, really, if you think about it.
Now,
Did you have
is
tornadoes
the
or something?
casualty
Yeah,
a
we had
death
some
or an
serious
injury?
weather. Say that again?
Is that casualty a death or an injury?
Usually casualty means death.
Well, but not in war.
Yeah, no, it does.
Any wound is a casualty.
I don't know that that's true. Could be. I don't know.
We'll check it out, because like the Civil War casualties are crazy high, but the
I mean, I
the
usually just
deaths
hear
are
it.
still high.
Usually just hear it as killed or injured, but
Is a casualty considered
with the
death
expected
or
results.
kills?
According to American Battlefield Trust, casualty is a military person lost through death, wounds, injury, sickness, internment, capture, or through being missing in action.
I didn't know that captures were casualties, but I guess that's only military speaking.
well, but
And
if they're lost,
Yeah.
right? If you never get it back, yeah.
what?
What's that?
It said if it's lost, so if they die because of the wound, if you never get them back because they're captured.
Yeah, like the POWs that have been
Well-
gone forever and
So-
always.
But I think if you get your legs blown off, it's considered a if you get your legs blown off in a war, is it considered a casualty? Well, and of course she doesn't want to talk to me now.
Yeah.
She's
You
like,
says,
really?
Ed, of course I'm bringing my family members with us. One cat, one old Rottweiler, one pit bull. Other pit bull our son is keeping since that's his dog.
Oh,
You skipped
your
over
son
the
not
comment
coming?
where I called dibs on buying your fish tanks. And I didn't skip over it in my brain. I didn't see it.
There you go. Moving just
How
got even easier.
convenient. 2 Ricos, 1 June. 2 Ricos, June. We have
it's
measures.
sad that you doesn't.
Holy,
He's
where's
leaving his
the
son.
where was this Max Cat? This thing was from Texas to like Wisconsin. It was like a funnel of weather that just came angling up towards us, and it was just horrible. I mean, Iowa and Illinois and Wisconsin all got hammered. Buzzkill. Buzz back on. Cliff Clavin is at it again.
Thank you, sir. I told my family about that because it made me so proud.
We had 2 bad cells hit us back to back. Yep. Hey, there's Andy. I haven't seen Andy here before, or if I have, it's been a minute because I don't recall it. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
partner.
I don't hear about anything in Colorado. More than 100 tornado warnings last night. Yep.
Wow.
It was terrible. It was the weirdest thing. I think I was telling somebody, oh, I was on Foxy's group chat. I said, I think Mother Nature is just sick of us as people on her back and is looking to shake us off.
I was going to say something on there in that chat, but then I decided not to since I haven't said anything in such a long time. I didn't want them to think I was just grandstanding.
You should have said something because you were the only person that didn't say anything, and then you didn't answer me when I texted you directly for a while until like 6 o'clock.
Well, I had my telephone downstairs and I was watching hockey with my dad all day today.
Yep, you told me that, but I didn't know that until you told me that. Who's going to the Quad Cities tomorrow? I am. I hope. I got to go get my bike. And then I am heading that direction.
Swing by and pick me up, Whip. I want to go to that.
Yeah.
If
Will
you
you guys
jump on a
grab
plane
me
right
too?
now, you can ride with me. I think
Start
Mother
itching.
Nature is menopausal.
Well, did you hear how they were talking about that Tornado Alley is slowly shifting eastern? It's moving. So hopefully all these tornadoes that they had over there will shift it back over to them again. Because it would really stink if I lived my whole life in Tornado Alley and then it moves to where I am now.
I was going to say we have the mountains that should do a pretty good job of shutting them down.
It really
Yeah.
does. When
We don't get, from what you told me, Ed, it sounds like we get a lot of rain, but then not a lot of the nasty weather. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean you're above the frost line and I'm below it. So you'll probably get a lot more ice and snow than I do because of the rain. But
Hmm.
it probably won't last very long because of the heat. So it'll just be like one day of ice and then the next day sunny. But
Okay.
most of our tornadoes, like we've had one tornado hit Chattanooga in the 8 years I've lived here, and it took out the good what's the
Basically.
Salvation Army? Is it the Salvation Army, the good one? Is that what they call it? What Goodwill? It took out the Goodwill where all the rich people go and drop their stuff off at.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, every
That's one of
city
them.
has a good one.
Down by the thing.
And my sister used to take her girls there to get the Barbie dolls because they would get the rich kids Barbie dolls and then clean them all up and then resell them. That was their gig. But the tornado came and wiped it out.
Oh,
And it also
geez.
took the roof off of the Bermuda Triangle fish store in town.
If I want to
That was
address
across the
maybe
street.
that you would only be picking me up in your truck, not your motorcycle. So not even reality there.
It would be so uncomfortable for the three of us to ride on Whip's motorcycle.
Although we could do it. We could get it done.
Yeah. I got dibs on being the middle of the sandwich though, because then I'd have the most protection if we fall down.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that whole thing. I didn't want to even think about that. It's just bad.
I'd probably just
I think-
fall asleep
I
and
think
be the
Ed
reason
just-
why we tip over.
Ed just let us into
Be like-
a little bit of his mind there, where he's like he wants action on both ends, is what I'm hearing.
It'd be like the three.
What part of I don't
back.
want any more talk about this, Whip? Did you understand? You're making it worse. Ixnay.
No Quad City for us. Oh, Foxy, you should come anyway. They were full. Yeah, but you can still come and enjoy the day.
They
Set
still
up
take
in a parking lot.
Just because, hey, there's Jake and Katie or Katie. The shift in Tornado Alley is something that's talked about every year, but there is no real proof or science to it. It's really just a myth. I heard back in the 90s that the
We're all
the
gonna
Earth
drown
was
by now?
tilting. No, it was tilting so that like the not the equator necessarily, but the weather itself, like Illinois was going to be warm all the time and Florida was going to get the freeze. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how is that even possible? You
The
people and your
electrical
weird,
poles were gonna switch.
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that talk.
I'm Brookfield, but spent time in
Well-
Clintonville. I
Oh,
don't know
wait,
where
where-
either
It's
of
all
those
about
are.
fear
They
mongering.
sell tickets for the Quad City, or is it just first come first served with a limit of people, or how do they do that?
Say that again. Your mic is really low today.
Really?
Yep.
Does the Quad City they sell tickets or?
No, it's free. You
No.
just come and it's huge. It's like 2,000 people. We'll
She can't get
go through the door,
a table.
90% of which are in the first 15, 20 minutes. So if you're looking for
think she's
something
having a
rare,
problem with
I
the
would get
table.
there very early. And if you're just there to browse, I would get there a little late. I'm in North Missouri. That's where my daughter is, kind of. She was. Now she's
We're in North
Carolina.
Missouri.
Yeah, Ed's from North Missouri.
Well, actually, I'm from East and West because I grew up half my life in Kansas City and the other half in St. Louis. So
I
Whip,
call Kansas City's north in my brain.
did that change my audio any, Whip?
I haven't. You still sound like you.
No, you said it was
I'm a
low.
middleman.
Yeah, you're still a
PD.
little quiet. I don't know if it's. I mean, it's not like it's not like super noticeable. I just we're drowning you out when you try to talk. So, but when you look at the camera, you're louder. So maybe it's a directional thing.
Okay.
As a middleman, I lived on the sides of all the states I live in. I always live right next to the border.
I just had another Dumb and Dumber flashback on the mini bike.
Just made another change.
Yeah.
Does that do anything?
How come I saw Ed sitting on the handlebars with his feet in the basket?
Oh my God. I would love to do that too.
Well, there's lots of them. You'd have to be more specific. Harley has them. I'm sure Indian has them. There's
I was
probably
saving
some
up for a Dark
foreign
Horse Indian before
companies
I
that
got
have
hurt.
them. Writing that down right now. Ed, Whip, and Jeremy on a bike. That's not good, Jeremy.
I'm actually not allowed to be on a motorcycle anymore.
Arkansas is still in Tornado Alley. I think only 2 confirmed in Northwest Arizona. Is
Arkansas.
AR?
It was
Yeah, I was
AZ.
gonna say that. Yep. Okay. Sorry. Arkansas this week. It happens often this time of year. And hello, Asia. Hello, hello.
Oh, see ya.
Middle equals bottom. We're gonna move on.
I want to know exactly how Mike knows about all that. You know, I think there's a story there. Somebody screenshot Whip.
Oh, he froze.
But in a very jovial fashion. So
That's a good frozen look, though.
Oh, that was a bad one.
No, you could
That's
have been.
good. I'm buying cable and I'm running it down here. I'm gonna hook up direct.
Did you know
Stupid
that
thing.
my computer doesn't have a cable input plug?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if mine does.
Wouldn't believe it. I thought they all had that.
do you have a USB-C adapter or USB-C?
I don't
port?
even know what.
I
don't
do
even
have.
know what that
I do
means.
have the. Yes.
So they make a Ethernet to or RJ45 to USB-C. You can plug it in there.
That's what I'm going to have to do because this is ridiculous. Never did this to me the first couple of years I was doing this, and then the last year and a half has been just horrible.
It's making up for lost time now.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm
Poles
thinking about
move like
saving up
40
for a new
feet a year.
computer. Hey, Uncle Smiley.
I didn't know that. That's new information for me. Poles move every 40 feet every year.
I do know they there's fluctuation like back and forth, but I don't know how far and how often.
It's magnetic.
Yeah, I mean it's not just going one direction; it's moving different directions.
A bunch of Nancy's eggs in gravel bed, right? I don't know what we're talking about. So far behind. Zanny, I love good wordplay.
It's about
Whip.
lot lizard.
Isn't there a name for that type of motorcycle? I don't know that there is. It's just called a sidecar. Hey,
Oh, yeah,
Ross.
sidecar hooked up to a fat boy. I've seen them on the BMW motorcycles too. I could probably be on a sidecar. I don't think that would be too rough for my spine. Do you? Oh, he's already out of it again. Oh, he moved. No, he moved for a second.
I'm here.
I thought you were
Why?
at
What was the question? I was reading.
My spine is so damaged, I'm not allowed to be on a motorcycle because they're too rough, and if it would crash, it would probably just break real easy. But if I sat in a sidecar, that'd probably be a lot smoother ride.
I don't know if it would be.
Okay. I've never been
I
in
don't
a
know.
sidecar. Have you ever been in one?
No, I've never even
I
seen one
haven't
in
either.
person, other than in a
Oh.
museum. Zenny says, my hubby always wanted a motorcycle. I told him that until he was 50 and the kids were growing up. Now he is and no longer wants one. So it worked and she wins. I'm a little worried that Whip has a medical condition that causes him to freeze and he's just blaming it on the internet.
Is Matt still here? Liquid Zoo.
I don't know.
Are you still
Maddie,
here?
are you still here? Then I got the motorcycle in the divorce. And was gung-ho to learn how to ride it, started fixing it. Now I have no interest. Well, Cheryl, once you get on it and ride it, you will get that interest right back because there's nothing better than wind therapy.
What about a big fish tank?
It's better than that.
Ooh, would you give up your fish for your motorcycle?
If I had to choose between the two, probably.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
What
I would give up my fish if I had good health.
Orbi router. What is an Orbi router? There's one main router. Oh, router. I mean, not router. The 2 satellite bases. That way you can put it close to where you're working for max speed. Got it at Costco.
You don't have to get fancy with Whip. He's literally sitting right underneath his router. He just needs to run an Ethernet cable up through the floor.
Yeah, I'm like literally, I don't know, 15 feet from it.
Yeah, it's as simple as it could be.
There's this much plywood between me and it. I mean, it sits on the floor, so it's on the floor upstairs, and then it's maybe 5 feet up to the ceiling from where my laptop is.
One little drill bit. Right
yeah. I don't know.
Liquid Zoo gave me a thing that would route through my power lines through my house, but it didn't work in my either on my computer or with my my lines. I don't know what it was.
You can get a flat style cable too, Whip. So if you could like run it up the wall and you can shove it inside a trim, you don't even see it.
Nice. Well, that's how I would like to do it. Yeah. Might have to rearrange the fish room a little bit just so that it's not like dangling right from the ceiling to the computer. But
run it down one of the support poles and then across, to wherever you need it.
My bike just sits in the garage now. Oh, Andy. God, you got to get out there, man. Big Steve. What's going on, Big Steve? And Garmin MSC. Garmin MSC. Great cool. Panel. See? That must be he must like you.
Everybody like
it.
Well,
it looks like
Jeremy's
a
panel.
Lady.
What is it? A Pokemon Master Set Builder.
I ride with you, but I don't think I could pedal fast enough. Maybe you need a wife booster Whip. A wife booster? Wi-Fi, I bet that was supposed to say.
Well, actually Crystal is pretty short, Whip,
she does need a boost every now and again.
Easier for her to eat at the table with the booster seat and everything.
I thought he meant on the back of your motorcycle so she could see over your shoulder.
Run the damn cables already, whipping it. My iron head has been in pieces in the garage for 2 years now. Good Lord, woman. Come on. The mechanic went to Nevada to help his family. Well, that's a little bit rough. That makes it harder.
But you'd think he'd eventually come back.
Yeah, well, kind of like your light situation.
Well, his family needs a lot of help, though, so it's hard to say.
But there's a lot of water boxes in that room. Doesn't water do weird things to Wi-Fi, or is it BS? That I don't know.
Oh, no.
It totally messes it up. I can't even. When I put the fish tanks along the outer wall of my, or the inner wall of my my fish room, that's when I couldn't stream or use my telephone anymore in my fish room.
Huh.
Oh.
Well, maybe that's what's going on because I am surrounded. I mean, I have 20 gallons here. I got 20 gallons there. I got the 40 breeder there. I got the 210 there. I got the
If you got
130
a
there.
tank above your head, you're good because the
There
signal-
is a 90 over there, but that's not
Yeah,
really
but
in
if
the
he's
way.
got power lines and copper lines going above him, that'll cause interference also. Power lines.
well,
I
copper
don't
will.
have
Yeah,
any copper lines there.
you're essentially in
I
a
do-
Faraday cage if you run copper lines across.
We had our internet worked on 2 weeks
There
ago, and
she
they
is.
couldn't believe
Hey,
She's like, I heard that.
I suppose I could learn on one of RJ's bikes. That's right. I'm sure he'll let you. Jump on one of the older ones that he's got, and he'll even Mrs. Whip. I bought her an 883, and she never rode it either. But she had it, and she had her license. She passed the test.
You should have bought
You
her a
used to
pink
ride
one.
a pink one. Yeah, she definitely would have rode that.
And probably get her one of those big BMW suckers. They're so smooth. You know, what are they called? A cruiser? A Land Cruiser? Is that what those BMW road? They're like the Roadster, but you know, the
Yeah.
giant things that the BMWs have, they're supposed to be super nice. That's what my cousin Eddie had for his wife. And
Ah,
they drove or rode all over the states.
good Lord.
They
I
went to
didn't.
the-
I did not put that together. But Garmin MSC is Garcia Aquatics. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put that together either. I was
Yeah.
looking at the little picture, and then he said something about Pokemon, and I was like, I don't see
See you later,
Pokemon.
Rena. Have a great night.
Bye, Rena. Of
What are you
course,
working
you're
on,
so
Ed?
far back, she may have said.
No, that was just happened. That just happened.
Oh,
Go back one, Whip, so Ed can see that it actually says Pokemon. Oh, Yeah, there.
Where are we looking?
Garcia. It says Pokemon Set Master Set Builder.
Well, if you can read that, your eyes are fantastic. That thing is literally half the size of a dime.
How can you not read that?
I can't
mine's
read that.
smaller than a dime.
And then
Are you
underneath
looking
that,
at a 50-inch TV or something?
no, it's a I don't know, 40-inch monitor or something like that.
There's
Curve
Nancy B.
monitor.
Four-wheelers only had 3 wheels when I was a kid. They were fun though. I almost killed myself on a 3-wheeler.
Oh, that's
I had but she's 4-wheelers are the UTVs, and then they had 3-wheeler UTVs. Not UTVs, but what were the ATVs? Yeah,
Now they call stuff side by sides and
yeah, side by sides.
or XS.
Whip made it to the bottom of the chat. It's a miracle. I probably missed like half a dozen really good comments, but
I had the
mine
weirdest
is the
thing
size
happen
of
to
a pencil
me.
eraser.
I had the weirdest thing happen to me about a girl that drove a 3-wheeler. I used to work with her, and one day she came into my area and explained to me why she couldn't date me. And I was like, okay. And I mean, I never even asked her for a date or to go on a date. So I don't know, maybe somebody set her up and said, hey, would you want to go out on a date with Ed or something? But it's the most weird thing to have somebody come over to you just to tell you why they couldn't date you. It was so weird. I bet you somebody, it just came to me now that probably somebody said something like that to her.
And 30 years later, Ed's like,
It just
I
dawned
bet.
on me. It was probably Tom because he worked with her all day long. I
Hey,
carpooled
John,
with
what's
him.
going on, buddy?
Teddy over on line 3, that rascal.
Oh man.
It's kind of bad though. You get shot down and you didn't even take your shot. You know, it's just like, what the hell? You know,
I know.
it's like if I did try to ask you out, maybe I would have said something the right way and it could have worked. I didn't even get a chance now. You know,
You
But
says, I'm sure there
then
were
she
a lot
felt-
of reasons, Ed.
She felt bad and bought me bandanas afterwards and brought me 3 bandanas like a week later.
Ed left out the part that his work area had like hundreds of action figures missing heads and
Yeah,
arms.
right. She walked by and went, no, I don't think so.
Just FYI, in case you ever decide.
I saw a 40-year-old virgin. 40-year virgin.
4-year-old virgin. I hope it's a 4-year-old virgin.
40.
Oh, I was like, you're
It
4
was a
years
Steve
old virgin.
Carell movie. That was actually fairly funny. Zenny
was pretty
says,
good.
excuse me, sir, can I tell you all the reasons why you aren't dating material? What the fuck?
But I was like cool with it. I was like, yeah, okay. Nice to talk to you, Don. You can leave now.
You are not dating material, and here's why.
I mean, he didn't describe exactly what she looked like either. Could have been a blessing, right? I mean, you never know.
Oh, Jesus, Andy got airlifted from to Memphis due to a 3-wheeler. I thought I was in big trouble because I was zooming along top speed, whatever that top speed was. I don't think the speedometer even worked. But I hit a whoop-de-doo, and I ended up on the front tire doing as fast as the machine would go. And I panicked, and I hit the front brake. And that threw everything over top of me. So I crashed, and it landed on me and everything, but the ground was mostly sand. So I laid there for a minute, and I said, well, nothing hurts. So I started moving slow, trying to see what's gonna, where's the sharp pain gonna come from? And I just got up and I said, "Well, that was fun." That's
I
that
feel
was a
bad that
thing.
the closest hospital was Memphis. Poor guy.
Yeah, right. I had a great but busy day at the swap today. Can't wait for the next one in Nashville in a couple of weeks.
Oh, when is that one in? Wait,
You're
what-
not going to
let's
go
say, when's that
anyway.
again? I need to get fit. What? It's during this crazy couple of weeks of my life.
I was gonna say it's wedding season for you.
I know it's freaking wedding season. This might be the last time you guys see me this month. But read what you just said. I didn't
He
get
said, John had a great but busy day at the swap today. Can't wait for the next one in Nashville in a couple of weeks.
okay.
So that's going to be
Now-
right in your window of potential
I
weddings.
wonder. I thought the 3 swaps were starting next week, the following week, and the next week. So there was one today, but maybe the one he went to today was like in Cincinnati or somewhere else. Maybe John and I went to a swap
where is
in
John?
Indianapolis.
John, east or west to Tennessee or central?
He's
Where
north.
is he at?
He's north of me.
Yes, but is he east
Also West too, I
Tennessee
think.
or west?
Kentucky,
Like-
you mean?
Is he in Kentucky?
Yeah, he's in Lexington.
Oh,
Oh, well, outside. He's not really in Lexington, but John and I went to a swap in Indianapolis once together. Well, we met
Jesus.
there.
Ed is way more than a whip and Rico behind and work memories.
I can't wait to see what he remembers from the early '90s. This is getting
Right? You should have given her
I
a
used
list
to
of all the
drive her
things you
three-wheeler.
didn't like about her.
Well, okay.
I
The
see.
main reason why I didn't like her was I knew too much about her because I was friends with her ex-husband. But
Oh.
I'd let her come
Oh,
and
good
drive her
Lord.
three-wheeler on my property. She would come drive her three-wheeler on our property because we had a bunch of land. And my nephews would ride with her and stuff.
Zenny has a couple of wicked four-wheeler stories, but they will for sure kill the buzz. But they can be dangerous as F.
Well, the last like yard thing I was on was a dirt bike, and I was going too crazy and sprained my ankle pretty bad. And that was the first time I ever sprained my ankle.
Sleeper thinks you sound Amish.
I sound Amish? I don't
Yeah.
drink any raw milk. What are you talking about?
Hey, Kreger, what's going on, buddy?
May
May
2nd. Okay,
2nd.
I know for sure I've got a wedding on May 2nd.
Yep. So you
What-
won't be going again, but you
Okay,
will be going
second
to
is-
the.
Knoxville. May 1st. Wait, what? First Saturday in May is Nashville. Second Saturday in May is Knoxville. Oh, I might be able to make Knoxville. But I thought the second one was the one that was in Lexington.
No, that's in June, late June. You talking about
No,
the bash?
swap. I'm talking about
Oh,
the
the
swap.
swap.
And if you go to Knoxville, you got to ring up. Shoot, what's his name?
James
Sean Peck?
Yeah, Peck Tech. Yeah.
Peck.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll
he's
we'll
going to
probably
have
play games.
a video come out tomorrow, supposedly, and he interviewed the one and only Lisa Hudson from KG Tropicals. So that'll be fun.
You know, weddings are a good place to meet women, Ed. You know, we might get some
They are.
stories. Weddings coming up.
We could get more stories from Ed on how they don't want to date him.
Or do. You never know.
Or do. But those aren't as fun.
Either way, it's a good story. Yeah.
She was a redhead, so I was also afraid of her from that too. That's like a red flag when I see a red-haired chick.
Ah, yes.
No offense, Annie.
You got to watch those redheads, right, Zenny? Zenny wasn't me, was people I knew.
Jen's kind of a
I've read-
fluorescent
oh, okay.
redhead. She might be safe, but she's married, so she's off limits anyway.
Plus, she has an entourage of heavily armed guardians. So
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, well,
Led by
Jody
the
P would
one-
probably shoot me
Led by
on
Jody
sight.
P.
I'm actually
what do we got
working on
here?
one of her guys right now.
So, John, what did you bring over to my house? What's in these bags here? I haven't had a chance to go out the living room and check it out yet.
I'm blind in one eye, so I was never allowed to ride a four-wheeler without someone around in case something happened. Well, that's probably a good idea.
Well, Penny, I've got
'Cause, I mean,
three
you could definitely
four-wheelers.
do it.
I got 3 four-wheelers down in my shed right now. You could come and ride them, and I won't watch you.
You know, she says you have to watch her because she might crash.
Oh, I thought she meant that other people. She was never given that freedom.
No, she was, but she had to have people watching her because she can't see out half the.
Well, that's a bummer. Part of the fun of riding is doing stupid stuff when nobody's watching.
Right.
Red laser.
Yes. Lexington Club
I feel
Swap
like I'm
was
going
today.
blind in both eyes.
First time I rode a motorcycle, I was going down the street. I went around the corner and I laid it down into a bush, so I didn't go all the way down, but I was around the corner, so nobody saw me. So I got it back up and went and came back down. Since nobody saw it, did it really happen?
Did it happen or not?
The bike didn't get messed up or anything. They were pulling leaves out of it, but other than that, it was all right.
So one of the funnier near misses I had was I was going around a corner. I was cornering it up in Wisconsin, and I don't know what was on the road, but I had hit the yellow. You know, because I was kind of straightening out the curve a little bit, and I hit that yellow line, and the back end kind of kicked out on me, which made me stand up straight. And then I went off road and through a bean field and then back up onto the road and just kept on going like nothing happened. And I'm like, one of those deals. But I was riding with people, so they all, the people behind me all saw it happen. But I played it off like, I meant to do that. And my old man comes up to me because he was with us. He comes up to me afterward. We stop at a bar, and he gives me one of those top of my head, and he goes, "At least pull the beans out of the freaking the bottom of the bike so that people don't realize that you went through a bean field." I look down and there's like stalks just hanging out of it. I'm like, "Oh Jesus!"
I had a similar situation. It was back when I used to herd cows when I was a little kid, like a teenager. And we got done riding or herding the cows and we're riding our horses next to a cornfield. And my buddy's sister was in the horse in front of us. And we were like all going down the road, stepped into an a wasp nest that's under the ground. You know how they build them underground?
Yeah, the
horse
yellow
put
jackets.
the horse put its whole foot through, and it just hornets everywhere. And when horses don't want to get stung, they don't care what you're telling them to do. They just take off running. And
Yep.
her horse went this way. My horse went straight through the cornfield, and I'm just hanging on. And
For dear life.
he jumped over a creek, and I didn't fall off. And I was so proud of myself for not falling off that horse. But as soon as he got to the other side of the creek, he stopped and turned to look to see we didn't get stung. But man, that was the scariest thing I ever had happen to me, going through that cornfield on a horse that was just like out of control.
What did I miss something? Ed caught the
Oh.
garter belt penguin at the wedding. So it's his turn. Zanny says, "I'd love to see that." And Foxy, you didn't
Well-
get any of the wedding footage? I mean, did it just not exist, or does somebody have it and just hasn't given it to you, or what's going on with that?
See, there's the penguin.
Ah,
But I got dumped the day before I got this penguin, so I think it's like a reverse deal.
oh, that sucks, Roxanne. Yeah,
Oh,
he hasn't
that
been
is a
around,
bummer.
so I don't know.
I should have brought my digital camera and just shot photos or something, or had Scuba Steve-O do it or something.
Yeah,
Had an
anybody. I
extra
mean,
guy.
there was a lot of people in the crowd. That was so
I'll go on
awesome.
my
So
phone and
glad I
see.
made it there. Gonna really try to make it to the BBC this year. That'd be cool. You know who's not gonna make it to the BBC? Ed,
Yeah.
and probably Jeremy.
will not
'cause
be.
Jeremy, even though he's got a free room and board, because I
I only
own
go
it.
to BBQs, not BBCs. So
Well, I think
high pollutant.
Jeremy is going to be a cool guy like me and go to G.I. Joe Fest in Arlington.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Arlington, where?
Nobody ever goes to G.I. Joe Fest with me.
Ed, Arlington, what state?
Oh, Augusta, I mean. Augusta, Georgia. It's where the Masters play. You could go golfing while I go to the show.
I don't golf,
Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard about you.
especially not in private.
It's barbecue, not
private
BBC.
places I'm not a member of. Or any for that matter. But
I don't golf either.
What did I screw
Well-
up? What I must have missed something up.
what'd you do, Whip?
I don't know. Whip, it's barbecue, not BBC.
I bet they're talking about the Wisconsin barbecue.
my mind is somewhere else. I mean, I know what the BBC means. I'm not that.
British Columbia?
No, I'm not. Nobody is saying it here.
I'm waiting for Mrs. Whip to
Bluegrass.
do another hey with Whip and all this BBC talk, you know.
Right? Hey.
Did Six say that she golfs? Oh, on the Road Q or the Xbox thing. Probably. Well, that's still more than I golf. I love miniature golf, though. I haven't done that in a long time.
Killer Kitty says the Big Bacon Classic. Yes, that's it. That's it.
You know, I was thinking about Killer Kitty today and a question that I would love to ask her. And if you could remind me to ask her this when we play Dungeons and Dragons, Whip.
Okay.
Has
Or you could ask her right
anybody-
now because she's
right
right here.
now. Yeah, fire it up.
Well, okay. Well, Killer, has any of your like customers at your store hurt themselves on tools? Because they have
Or-
all those tools in the place, and I wonder, I bet there's like people that are testing out clippers and accidentally clip their fingers off and stuff.
Kitty,
You know, because
ask-
people are just dumb.
Answer this. In addition to that, has anybody ever, because I do this all the time and then I get yelled at once in a while, fallen from like the third story and, climbing up the racks, the shelving units, because the one that they want
At the store?
is, yeah, way up there. So I have to climb up there like to the second or third one
You're not
sometimes.
supposed to. Oh
I know
my
you're not supposed
gosh.
to, but you can never find anybody to help you.
At the Auto
And so I
Factory?
just do it myself.
Auto Factory, we had a warehouse, and every so often things would tip over. People get fired for climbing those things.
Yeah,
You
well,
should
I'm
never
a
climb
customer.
that.
They
That's
can't
so
fire me.
dangerous. Yeah,
What
that's
kind of-
true.
What kind of store does Killer Kitty have?
She is
Lowe's.
the owner and manager of a Lowe's.
Oh,
You're close enough for driving distance for you.
for you should
Yeah, you should go there and buy your parts from her.
Where's it at?
It'd help her bottom line.
Where is it?
Matthew, we're not going there, Matthew. It's a big bacon classic. That's what we're going with. She says, I have had several thieves cut themselves with stolen knives while opening packages. So not quite the same thing, but they have injured themselves.
You know what? I cut myself once really bad at a at a Texas Roadhouse. I went there after work because I just wanted a steak, and I went there by myself, and they had just opened, and I was holding the roll, and I took my steak knife and cut just the side of my hand. They're like,
Did
"Can
they,
somebody help
did they
me
look
go
at you and
home?"
say, you're doing it wrong? You're doing it wrong, Ed.
Those knives are so sharp. Oh my gosh.
She also says, never seen anyone fall yet, but they do climb. Red says, they do it. They have invented ladders. Yeah, but the ladders are never where you need them. And I'm not going to go track one down. It's easier just to climb up there, grab what I need, and come back down.
And red
What did
laser, you
Nancy
can hurt
say?
your
What
back
did
carrying
Nancy say?
around
Oh,
the
she
ladder.
said the whole Killer has a whole box of figures she's been collecting. Are you in Tennessee too? She is not. And then she says, correction, I do not own, nor am I a level 1 manager. I am a nice, safe ASM level 2 manager.
That's the
For
ones that get to
today's
carry the
purposes,
guns.
you are both owner and operator of Lowe's.
Yeah, in my
Okay,
mind,
like
you're
burger's
the
better
big
anyway.
cheese.
I'm here, big time 50% discount for Fish Band members. So
Yeah, right.
all of
I already tried that. She
There
said
you
she
go.
doesn't
There's
even
another
get
one.
good deals.
British Broadcasting Company. No, but we're still gonna. I like burgers, so we're gonna stick with the bacon classic there. I'm no longer allowed to use chainsaws. Boy, if that were the case for me, I'd have to find a new employment opportunity.
Yeah,
1
yeah.
hour outside of Bristol.
3 chainsaws. Sorry.
That's right, Steve. She owns them all. Now, not only does she own and operate her own store, but she's got multiple stores.
If that was the case, I would demand her to fire the managers at my
Right?
place.
Yeah, Ed has a little bit of a problem with the Lowe's by end.
I still shop there though every day. Well, not every day, but every other week.
Oh,
get
so we got
discounts
like
to
32
veterans,
minutes.
that's
What do you want to
cool.
do? Are you going to build a shed aquarium room, Jeremy? Is that your next plan? You're gonna throw a 20 by 16 shed in the backyard and put aquariums in there just for shits and giggles? Is that what? Oh my goodness! Hold that thought. Hold the thought. One of my favorite people in the entire world,
Susie
Miss
Q.
Susie Q, has entered the
Susie!
building. How are
I'm gonna
you,
pop this
girl? I
can for
haven't
her.
seen you in so long. I've failed you in texting and finding out how you're doing. What are you doing over there, Ed?
Look, I've
I got the shirt
got
from Susie
a
Q.
orange crush and I popped a can for her.
Orange Crush just for you. I miss you. You should come back to streaming.
Ah, orangey. I do too. I love Susie Q. Oh wait, I could show everybody what Susie Q looks like.
And I'm offline again, so I will be talking, and I don't even know what's going to go on because I keep losing internet, and I'm tired of losing internet, and I really got to get that fixed. There she is.
There she is, and look, she's wearing her roller skates.
She looks
And
very
she
excited.
carries like, look, she has a knife
She
in her
looks
back
very
pocket.
excited.
Or, yeah. But
Sue
she's
Harkey
always wearing
says,
gloves so she doesn't hurt herself.
I had an employee slice his hand open unpacking a Heckles knife. I'm not sure what a Heckles knife is. Henkels. Henkels? A customer stood in spike heels inside a shopping cart to reach something. Oh, do I have stories? That would be a thing. Getting inside a cart with heels.
Makes sense. So, like all the dumb things I see people do when they're driving, well, they must get somewhere, and then they still do other stuff, right? So it's like,
You what now?
what? I
You
leave
know
my
what
audio.
we could do?
Right?
We've got a half hour. What do you say we play that game that you and I played, but just with Jeremy? Okay. And so,
Okay.
Jeremy, think of a freshwater fish, and Whip and I are going to take turns asking you questions, and we're going to try to guess what fish you're thinking about, and the crowd can help.
Hey, David.
And I assume you mean not super specific, right? Like just like if I'm
No,
gonna say
yeah,
Oscar, it wouldn't be like albino tiger Oscar, it'd just be Oscar, right? Or
yeah, you don't have to get super technical with it. We didn't. But
Right.
yeah, think like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a wish list fish, but that's kind of how I took it. Fish that you don't already have.
It's going to be a fish. The one I picked was a fish I'm going to be getting. I've got a fish tank set up. I got a 55-gallon fish tank, and I'm getting the plants to take hold right now. And then I'm going to get the fish in like during the middle of the weddings. So when I can get away from the people in the house, I'm going to go to give me some type of a joy. Okay, so I'm going to start off.
Yeah, you started off. This is your game.
What size tank is this fish going to go in?
My 4,500 gallon.
30
So it's a
gallon?
big one.
My 4,500 gallon.
Oh my God. Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget. And I do have a cheat sheet. This is my cheat sheet from last night.
You said what is it going in, not what it needs, right? Like it doesn't need that, but that's where it's going.
I kind of did both.
Well, with
'cause
you, it's going to be a little
I went
trickier.
with they can go. The one I picked was a Starry Night. That's my my bucket list fish, and I said, well, it says on the internet that you can put them in a 75, but I would definitely upgrade that.
I don't even know what the internet says about the fish I picked. I bet mine probably says a 20 gallon or a 30, and I'm putting in a 55. So it's okay.
You don't know the scientific name. That is correct. Correct.
Yeah, I'm not doing Latin. I'm American, so we speak American.
Even if I knew it,
here.
I couldn't say it because my mouth doesn't make those noises.
Okay, Whip, ask a
What?
question.
Well, by knowing it's going in the 4,500, that takes several of the questions away because I already know the answers to them. Is it a upper, middle, or bottom column water column swimmer?
Generally bottom, but they do go up and as well.
I know what it is already.
You already know what it is?
I think so.
Oh no. Freshwater stingray.
Yes.
You just had to do a wild guess because he said he knew what it was.
That was going to be my guess.
Well, people didn't even get to guess anything. Did anybody say a stingray before me? Somebody said a
You're
shark.
guessing saltwater stuff,
Of
beluga
course.
whales and groupers. That's a freshwater tank.
Seriously, that's where I want to put mine. I want to get a 120 for it.
Well, bring Susie up here and let's guess her fish. She probably
Susie,
She'd have
if
to do her hair.
you want to come up for 20 minutes, shoot me a text. I will give you the. But if you don't feel pressured.
Yeah, I just was being mean to you. But I'd still love to see you.
I'm not dressed. Yeah, probably not then, because I want to stay monetized. A grouper can go in a 4,500. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
How come
Well, I
that's
was
weird?
originally thinking peacock bass.
I think he's got some different species of peacock, right? You got
Yeah, I
at least
got,
one.
An Orinoco and 3 Zingu peacock bass in there right now.
I knew you had the Zingu. I forgot about the Orinoco.
Orinoco.
Jeremy, where do you go to get some of these fish? Like, how do you get the different types of peacock bass?
Order them online. Predatory Fins is a good source for them.
You did too?
Oh, but I was on it.
I hear there's a new place coming,
Oh,
which is
you
going to
know,
be
1
good.
year I was. So I shut it down.
I don't think it matters. I think I'm just gonna have to run internet down here. It wasn't you. Sorry. She thought maybe it was her because she was on her computer.
But just to make amends, bring Whip a big bacon sandwich or whatever that was.
Yes, it was your fault. I need a big bacon classic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that sounds so good right now.
Yeah, it can be tricky, Ed, getting like I'm trying to source stuff for the 800 cube and not having a lot of luck at the moment.
You know, I wish they would invent a dwarf stingray, freshwater stingray. So they always stay the size of their pups, Wouldn't that be perfect?
Right. They don't have that small, but if you want a smaller stingray, the more highly selectively bred it is, they get a lot smaller. Like a Motoro or something, or a Jaguar Ray, they'll get
Hey, Father Fish, how you doing, buddy?
huge.
Hi, Father Fish.
Say like 3 foot disc, right? Versus you can get one of those like super specialty bred
Matthew?
black diamonds, and they may only get like 16 or 18 inches, so like half the size, or less.
So Father Fish says the St. James stingray. Is that something you're familiar with, Jeremy?
I'm not familiar with that. No.
No, that's not something I've heard of either. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
What is small? I mean, are we talking
Well,
12 inches?
He's saying
18 inches?
18. I think he's
So,
saying
yeah.
18 is small.
Yeah, small freshwater adult stingray for me would be like a 16, 18 inch dish, something like that. You know.
See, there was a fish store in St. Louis that used to sell them, and they did not tell people they were just babies. And I know
little
for a
peacock
fact they were
stingray
selling them
stand.
to everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
and
they were
get
just selling
huge.
ones that were like the size of a little pancake.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
Well, and that's the problem with the hobby. Then that fish dies after a while and it costs a bunch of money and the people get mad and they quit. And that's the matter with this. Our hobby in this country is the education and the greed.
Yep.
Lack of education and the
yeah,
greed.
well, that's most of the problem. I mean, greed too, because nobody wants to put the training in to their employees so they know what they're talking about. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've talked to, the people selling the fish at Petco, PetSmart, Noah's Ark, back when that was a thing out here. That was a chain, but it was a local chain. And they would just hire kids, looking for gas money for their, so they can get around town, who had no idea what anything about fish. They were hired and they were put in the fish department.
One of the cool things with a lot of the online places is they're actually you're actually interacting a lot of times with people who are more expert, right? They don't have to have the kids working there like a Petco or a PetSmart or something.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, and then Lou says the teacups are the St. James. I've seen some pretty big teacups, though.
Yeah, I mean they get pretty big.
I guess
But I mean,
you have to define
Fish store
small. I
was
mean, because
amazing.
18 inches up for a stingray is probably considered small, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
typical
Father
steak.
Fish's store, man, I wish I lived in not Virgin Beach, Vatican, no. Oh, it started with a V, I think. The Venice Beach is where his store was, and I went there and I was like, man, I wish I lived here and I could go to this store every day. It was awesome.
He's
He
got a new
has
store in South
flounder, freshwater flounder, Kitty. I don't think he's got any stingray. He's got mostly small tanks.
Oh yeah. And they hide underneath the sand and their little eyes pop up. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah. Flounders are the ones that have the eyes, both eyes on one side of their head, their body, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
So
We should fight one of those someday in Dungeons and Dragons.
a flounder?
Yeah, wouldn't that be neat?
I
You
suppose.
go
But,
to the
An air-breathing
barrel, you'll see
flounder that just
flounder
goes
all
under
over.
the desert.
Arowana, that's what I use as
Yeah.
one of my spells.
an
We
arowana.
try to keep it all
Yeah.
cheap. When we can I have a guppy I can throw at people and it'll heal them for 10 hit points. And then it flies
Matthew,
back in my pocket.
once he said it was a 4,500 gallon fish tank, we kind of knew it was going to be a big fish. And then I asked if it was going to be a bottom column, water column, or a upper column. And he said bottom. So it ended pretty quick. So
Yeah.
Yeah, was it a
Well-
one and done, or is there more to guess?
When
No,
Whip and
well,
I
like,
did it,
what-
it took like 40 minutes or 45
yeah, but
minutes.
that's because we were like, what size tank? And then we'd have to go through the tank. What kind of lighting? Okay.
Yeah.
But because your tank is already established, that's all known information. So
And yeah, and I had to do a guess because Whip said he knew it. So that just means I'm the champion guesser.
I think they could have been a red-tailed catfish.
Let's
but
play
that's
it.
If my common pleca was a stingray, well, that's just crazy. Not exactly. Lou says the biggest tanks he has are 125, Arowana, and pike. Cichlids are about 12 inches, nothing really big yet. Are arowana tropic fish? Yes. Yes, definitely. They're from South America. The ones we can get mostly. There are some
Well, we
Australian
can
ones.
get Africans.
And
we
then
can
there,
get
there is
Africans
an
are
African,
illegal.
but that's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's got a round face.
Yeah, and it eats different foods and everything.
It's kind of like a Portugal. It's like a detritus eater, you know.
Yeah. They will pond, but you have to stay warm. You have to keep that water 70, mid 70s, upper 70s.
Upper, yeah.
But yeah, and then there's an Asian. And is there actually an Australian
Oh,
one?
we did it already. There is. That's the Giardini. Asian and ornamental. You've got an Asian? Wow, that's some paperwork.
Well, he might have been saying the other types that
That
there
they
are.
exist. Yeah, not that.
Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah. But we can't get here in the States. We can't get the Asian arowana unless you do a lot of paperwork.
Actually-
You got to get permits and all kinds of stuff.
When you moves back to the States, he could probably stash some in his luggage for us.
Yeah, right. Looking forward to seeing the now 1,200 gallon Central Americans. Yes,
That's
that'll
what
be
the
fun.
African.
Yeah, I have
This
too.
is the
That's-
African.
I will
real
be
round
copying the hell out of Rodney for that one, mimicking him.
It's
That's
got
the
the
African.
back end, but it's the face is just weird.
Yeah. They don't have the trap jaw
Or the little.
or the danglers. Yeah.
Don't listen to Killer Kitty, you.
Hey, are we playing tomorrow?
She's a
Yes.
rich Lowe's oligarch. She doesn't,
6:30, 7:30 for you, 8:00 start time.
Am I hosting?
You're hosting.
Okay.
Oh, we're connected, baby. We can't talk about it, but we'll talk about it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, don't forget your buddy Whip. It'll go in a back room somewhere.
Every time I have it on video, I'll be like, "Here is my remote cam for my buddy in China. Here's his."
Yeah, right. There you go.
You see my cat walk by, they're like, "What the hell?" It's like, "Oh, he has a cat just like me."
No, it's a Giardini, really. It is. It's
brother's
just really
cat.
colorful.
Your
It's
cat's
actually
brother.
silver arowana, but I just cranked up the contrast on the camera so it looks atomic
Yeah.
red. There you go, AI. It's AI
Yeah.
arowana. This is not
Correct.
real people.
What's the most money you've spent on fish? Ed, you want to field that one?
Well, I bought some guppies for $150. The Synodontis, it's gigantic in there. When I bought him, he was a baby. He was like 85.
We got to clarify
think
on
I
a single
spent-
fish or on a group of fish at one time.
Yeah, he didn't say. I would. That's a good question.
'Cause it doesn't
I would
say
say.
ever spent on a fish.
I would say whatever your total was at the end of the transaction.
Oh, well, it would probably be guppy orders. I had a couple of big guppy. Well, I don't know. One time I bought a bunch of really nice angel fish in the 90s, and they were about $75 an angel. That was after I lost all my discus, and I wanted really nice angels that would be a lot easier to keep.
I'd
So
have
I
to
bought
look. I would
koi
have to look
angel
it up.
fish. Back like in the 90s, koi angel fish were like the hot fish. And they measured angel or the kois by percentage of orange. And these were supposed to be between 75 to 85% orange. So it was a big deal when I got those.
Yeah, mine would be for a group of fish purchased at one time, close to 2K.
I bet. Yeah.
What?
With you.
Well, and you know what it was too? It was 4 fish.
Wow.
That's crazy. I just spent $1,500. Father Fish spending the big dollars. Bucks County auction. Oh, you were at the Bucks County auction. Did you see Susie Q? Susie Q, were you at the Bucks County fair? The Bucks County auction today?
Oh, Muppet was there too.
Yes, he said.
Yeah.
And Scotty and Big Steve, wasn't he supposed to be there?
I think so.
And Dennis was probably there too. Man, we could have just went there and had a lot of fun with all the guys. Father
My
Fish, how
biggest
far
tally
is
was like
Bucks County?
$250, I think. $250, and it wasn't even for me. I bought
far?
a biker for somebody else that but that's my biggest purchase.
Web never buys me bikers.
No, I never buy the new one.
Nobody buys them for me.
I wish you guys
I
did
spent-
come.
Probably
Did you go?
75 on my first one.
Oh, she was there. Yes, she was. Good for you.
Wow. I could have sat by Susie and she would have been nice to me.
Well, it is Susan. She's nice to everybody. You know, you're not special.
I know.
that way.
Well, I'm always afraid of going to an auction and nobody being nice to me.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, right. I mean, how often do you go to auctions where they're mean to you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when they give you dirty looks like, what's that guy doing here?
Oh,
But that's what I'm saying. That has happened. Is what you're saying?
That's my life story.
so Skippity
But you see,
Doodah
I never
says,
shower. I don't shower
that-
for a
that
week
might
before
have
I
a
go
little
to an
something to do with it.
auction. So that way people will leave quicker.
I saw
I
some
also eat
long thin
pastrami.
snow white bristlenose for 150 each. I thought about it. Okay, still thinking about it. Kitty said, I don't feel so bad at $200 spending spree a couple weeks ago.
Ooh.
There's no way I go to a
Was
fish
that
store
at
and spend $200.
Marine?
That's just-
Jeremy, I had a 9-inch Jack Dempsey male when, Denny's looking to hook you up with a Jack Dempsey for that Central American tank.
Is he
Jack
local?
Dempsey's are beautiful fish. I got a
I
Jack
don't know
Dempsey
where Denny
upstairs.
is. Den of Zen, so you're not confused with the other two Denny's that potentially are still here. Where are you at? Are you local to
And he went over.
Jeremy?
I'm going to say used 2K fish was Asian Arrow or Datnoid, one or the other.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Typically an ST.
Got to stock those tubs, KK.
5-bar ST.
Are we saying?
Well-
Are we saying on a single fish? Yeah, that was the.
Nope.
I think just a total purchase is what
The thing
we're looking at.
with John and I, we buy a lot of little fish that probably don't cost a ton. And John and I are both pretty cheap when it comes to buying fish. John and I are frugal.
Father Fish says the most he's ever spent. Whoa, that jumped fast. Most I've ever spent on a fish was a Jardina arowana 10 years ago for $400.
Man,
Hey,
was that
there's
when you
Sin. Hey, how
owned
you doing? How you doing?
Father Fish? Do you remember in your shop in the back row on the left side of the main aisle in the back row, but not against the wall, on the tanks in the towards the front of the row, you had like monster fish, and you had an arowana that was like this big. It looked like a log.
If it
How
looked like
much
an
would
Asian
you sell
arowana, that was a
that for?
Jardini.
Oh, I meant a good. I meant a not an arowana. I meant a bisher. He had a bisher that
Oh.
was a log like this long, and there was a little bisher laying on top of it. And then I realized that bisher wasn't on a log; it was on another bisher. It was so big.
That was the 500-gallon tank.
Yeah. How much would you sell? I mean, maybe that one wasn't even for sale. It might have been like a store fish. But if you would have sold that fish, how much would you sell that fish for? Because that has to be an incredibly expensive, awesome fish.
Nancy spent about $400 this week.
Oh yeah. Hey, you, was it a Nishikigoi?
3 foot long.
I'm glad you said that,
Clown
not
mine
me.
in that tank. Well, you also had a giant Bisher in there.
150 is what he was selling that for. That's actually pretty cheap.
That would have been awesome. If I had a
Oh,
tank
back
big
then,
enough
right?
for that thing.
Because I think John and Elisa bought John 2 of those bigger ones, big fatties.
It was this. It's like this wide, Whip.
They're impressive when they
I
get
mean,
big.
Yeah, and he was just a big chill guy. I think it was a Deltese saddleback type one.
Yeah.
Hey, Cinnamon Girl. Yeah, and then he had like a Deltese sitting on top that was like 8 inches. And I was like, wow, that's a good looking Bisher. And then I realized that there's a big one on bottom.
So that was 10
Father
years
Fish
ago.
must have fed those fish really good.
Well, we are very close to calling it. We got like 3 minutes left. Is there anything going on this weekend that you guys are doing? Any updates that you want to give out, Jeremy? Ed, you got stuff going on?
I still have no clue when family members are going to start showing up. I still haven't bought 2 wedding gifts. I got to go out and buy 2 wedding gifts. I think I'm going to buy them blenders.
Good to see you too, Lou.
Everybody likes a blender. But yeah, I don't know. Playing Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow, but that will be private. So if you see it on my feed, Dungeons and Dragons, it's not live. Unless they end up saying go live, but normally it's never live.
Correct. Well, for this group, but
You're just
Chris
joking about
knows.
getting a blender, right, Ed? For
Yeah, that's what he said. Everybody loves a blender.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeremy did just release a video. I watched it yesterday or the day before, I think.
I think it came out yesterday.
So it must have been yesterday I watched it. Because you
Nice,
can't
I haven't
watch it the
seen
day
it yet.
before if it didn't come out yet.
Oh, unless you're a member. For the members first, it came out 2 days ago.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Purple Fin Hillstream. Ooh, that sounded neat. Who had those?
That's part of the $400 package that she just went out and.
Gosh, she got some fish.
Yes, she did.
Wish I went to that.
I'm heading to Central Maryland Club's spring auction. I'm already starting to fall behind as I'm cutting out of here. Ed, good luck.
Tomorrow.
Where's the ACSM auction? What is the
I'll look it up, Steve. I have to see where it's at.
XD, you'll see
I'm
me a
gonna
couple
miss
times
my
before.
2 Chaina snakeheads. Yeah, that sucks that you can't. That's another fish I really want. I might just go catch them and not tell anybody I have them.
Maryland's a goofy shaped state, so when something says Central Maryland, do they mean east to west or north to south? Because it's a whole different ball game.
Right. Bel Air. I'd love to
Bel
buy
Air.
a pair of or a trio. Lost my female.
Oh, wait,
That always
no.
sucks when you're trying to breed stuff and you lose one of the.
Well,
You're like, son of a.
I need to get out and get some female rosy barbs. I know it's not a fancy pants fish, but I've got to get some females for tubbing this year. I've got 2 females and 6 boys. That's a bad ratio.
That is a bad ratio.
Columbia's not that far. I'm seeing 2 different things. I'm seeing north of Baltimore and south west of Baltimore.
Xanadu, I
Where
get
you
to do
live,
both.
can you smell Baltimore?
Say what?
Where you live, can you smell Baltimore?
No, no. Baltimore is about 45 miles from me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not true. Yeah, I can smell that stink all the way from here.
It's always
Baltimore.
funny when you drive through. There's a town in Illinois called Peoria, and they have like some type of bourbon built. What do they call a bourbon place where they make alcohol?
Like a distillery.
Yeah, they have a distillery and a bread company next to each other, and they call it the Peoria Stench because you can always smell this weird smell driving through that city. Have you ever been to Peoria?
Yeah, lots of times. Yeah.
If you smell that stench,
Nope. Unfortunately, this doesn't work. It has never worked.
Have you
sorry.
ever been by a factory that makes paper?
Yeah, we have one that's kind of close by.
That's a crazy smell right there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, this one has a really big yeasty smell because the two factories have lots of yeast in the air. It's really weird.
Actually, Father Fish is out there in Salisbury, Maryland. That's where Purdue Chicken is. So probably not too terribly far from them. There's probably some chicken farms. Inland,
I
probably.
don't. If you want to
Well,
answer
chicken food's good.
Father Fish, Jeremy, you can. I don't want to give out information you're not comfortable with. So if you want to give them like a roundabout or something.
Yeah, I'm in the Mount Airy area. 70 west from Baltimore.
That my thumbs up was the max.
To be
I feel
honest,
your
I
pain.
was like John into Big Fish, but wife's influenced me into Community Nano. Yuck.
I like Community, but I like Community Big, not Nano.
I like Species Nano.
Yep, I like.
I like
Boring.
lots of community fish in a big tank. I like the way that looks a lot.
That's
I
pretty
think I only
fun.
have like
Good
3
friends out
tanks
there
that I
and-
have more than. Oh, I have 4 tanks that have more than one type of species in them. That's it.
I've been to the Catoctin Zoo. We go hiking up
Fine.
there at the furnace, and shoot, what's that lake up there? Lake of the or Wolf something, Wolf Lake or whatever it is, up 15.
Fun. All right, everybody. Well, I think that's it. Unless you have something specific you guys want to talk about. We've been on for over 2 hours, and I'm sure people are ready to go live their lives.
Thank you, everybody, for letting us hang out with you.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
It was
We'll
fun.
talk to y'all later. Have a great night and a better tomorrow, and stay safe. Bye.